Hello everyone, myself Fatima. I am a third year student of School of Prosthetics and Orthotics CRP Savar Dhaka. Today I want to discuss about the normal gait. Normal gait means it is a normal way of walking. After that we want to discuss about the gait cycle. Gait cycle means a gait is a period beginning with the initial contact between the heel and ground of the one leg up to the subsequent contact between the heel and ground of the same leg. Now I want to show a diagram with full phase of gait cycle. Here first one is initial contact, which is 0%, and then loading response it's 0 to 10%, then mid stance is 10 to 13%, then terminal stance it's 13 to 15%, then pre-swing it's 50 to 60%, then initial swing it's 60 to 73%, then mid swing it's 73 to 87%, and then terminal swing it's 87 to 100%. A gait cycle has two phase, one is stance phase, another one is the swing phase. Stance phase means it is the time in which the limb is contact with the ground. It is about 60% of total gait cycle. Swing phase means it is the time in which the limb is clear the ground or in the air. It is about 40% of total gait cycle. A gait cycle has two limb support, one is single limb support, another one is double limb support. Double limb support means it is the time in which both feet are contact with the ground, and double limb support we can see in the beginning and ending of the stance phase. It is about 20% of total gait cycle. If we see here initial contact to loading response, that time both of feet are touches in the ground, that is called double limb support. And single limb support, it is the time in which the opposite limb is lifted in the swing. It is the 80% of total gait cycle. If we see in this picture, during mid stance, one leg is in the swing and another leg is still contact with the ground, that is called single limb support. If we compare with the double limb support and single limb support, we can see double limb support is 20% and single limb support is 80%. Now I want to discuss about the meaning of each phase of gait cycle with objective. First one is initial contact. Initial contact means when our heel touches the ground, and objective of initial contact is stance phase with heel rocker and impact deceleration. After that, loading response. Loading response it's about 0 to 10%. Loading response is a double limb support. During loading response, the foot touches the ground and continues until the second foot is elevated for the step, and that time the body weight is transferred into the sound limb. And objective of loading response is shock absorption, weight bearing stability, and preservation of progression. After that, mid stance. Mid stance means it begins the elevation of the opposite limb and continues up to the total body weight is transferred to the ground. And objective of mid stance is progression over stationary and trunk and pelvic stability. And after that, terminal stance, it is about 30 to 50%, and heel of the support limb starts to roll over from the ground until the heel of opposite foot touches the ground. And objective of terminal stance is progression over the body beyond the supporting limb and trunk stability. And after that, pre-swing, it's about 50 to 62%. It is a second double limb support. It's this press ends by the toe rolling away from the ground. And objective of pre-swing is position the limb for swing and accelerate progression. After that, initial swing. Initial swing it's about 62 to 75%. Yet it begins with the elevation of the foot from the ground, and in swing limb is opposite of the support limb. And objective of initial swing is foot clearance of the floor and advancement of the limb from its styling position. And after that, mid stance, mid swing. Mid swing it's about 75 to 87%, and initial swing continuation of the step until the phrase when swing limb is in front of the body, and that time tibia bone is in vertical position. And objective of mid swing is limb advancement and foot clearance of the floor. And after that it's last one is terminal stance. And terminal stance it's about 87 to 100%, and it is the it begins from the mid swing and ends when the foot again touches the ground. And objective of terminal stance is terminal swing is complete limb advancement and preparation for the stance. Now I want to discuss about the GRF position, muscle action, and movement that occurs in space of gait cycle. First one is initial contact. During initial contact we can see here it's one demo of initial contact. Here we can see our GRF position, it goes posterior to ankle, so that time plantar flexion movement happen, and posterior to knee, so knee flexion movement happen, and anterior to hip, so hip flexion movement happen. And that time in tibialis anterior works eccentrically in ankle, and hamstring works eccentrically in knee, and hamstring and gluteus medius and minimus works in the hip. And after that is loading response. It's during loading response we can see in this picture our GRF goes to posterior to ankle, so plantar flexion movement happen, and posterior to knee, so knee flexion movement happen, and anterior to hip, so hip flexion movement happen. In this time also tibialis anterior in muscle action is tibialis anterior for ankle, and hamstring works eccentrically in the knee, and gluteus minimus and medius and hamstring works eccentrically in hip. After that, mid stance. During mid stance we can see in this picture our GRF position is goes much anterior from the ankle, so dorsiflexion movement happen, anterior to knee, so knee extension movement happen, and anterior to hip, so hip flexion movement happen. During mid stance we can see our tibia bone is totally vertical or in neutral position. That time muscle action is gluteus medius for hip, and calf muscle works in ankle and knee joint. And after that terminal stance. During terminal stance we can see here our GRF position is much anterior from ankle, so dorsiflexion movement happen, and slightly posterior to knee joint, so knee flexion movement happen, and slightly posterior to hip, so hip extension movement happen. That time iliopsoas was concentrically for hip extension, and calf muscle works concentrically for knee and ankle motion. And that time gluteus medius works eccentrically in the for hip motion. After that, pre-swing. During pre-swing we can see in this picture our GRF position is anterior to ankle, so dorsiflexion movement happen, posterior to knee, so knee flexion movement happen, and posterior to hip, so hip extension movement happen. If you talk about the muscle action of pre-swing, so we can say iliopsoas works concentrically for knee hip extension, and calf muscle gastrocnemius works concentrically for knee flexion, and that time plantar that time ankle muscle are inactive, and quadriceps works eccentrically for knee flexion. After that, swing phrase. Swing phrase means our one limb is still contact the ground, but another limb is in the swing or in the air. At that time, we cannot see any GRF position. At that time, movements occur only by the muscle action. And in swing phrase, we have three phrases. One is initial swing, mid swing, and terminal swing. First one is the initial swing. Initial swing means lift off to minimum knee flexion, and that time muscle action is iliopsoas works concentrically for hip flexion, and gastrocnemius works concentrically for knee flexion and ankle dorsiflexion, and that time hamstring and quadriceps works eccentrically for hip and knee flexion, and that time ankle dorsiflexion eccentric muscle are inactive. After that, terminal stance. Terminal stance is our last phase of gait cycle. In this gait cycle, patient again starts to works initial contact. In this time, muscle action is gastrocnemius works concentrically for knee flexion and ankle dorsiflexion, and that time hamstring works eccentrically, and dorsiflexor eccentric muscle are inactive. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone. During mid swing, patient achieve maximum knee flexion moment, and in this time muscle action occurs. Iliopsoas works concentrically for hip flexion, and that time gastrocnemius. During mid swing, patient achieve maximum knee flexion. In this time muscle action is the iliopsoas works concentrically for hip flexion, and gastrocnemius works concentrically for knee flexion and ankle dorsiflexion, and that time hamstring muscle works eccentrically for hip and knee flexion, and that time ankle dorsiflexor eccentric muscle are inactive. During mid swing, patient achieve maximum knee flexion, and during mid swing muscle action occurs. Iliopsoas